Thank you. And if you have any question, please let me know regarding assessment. So I would say, 5 minutes, I'm not restarting anything. Then I will say, please try to mute up. So I will come to finish my slides. Okay. Any question regarding assessment, please try to start working on assessment. It's very, very coming soon now. So can you check? This is a 6th October, might be, I would say, work on your assessment part. Try to show to your lecturer on campuses. So they might help you to check as a feedback things, If I'm on a campus Friday, so anybody can come to meet me. They can come to show me your coursework whenever you want, especially on Friday, please, from 12 to 5 o'clock. Okay, guys, so please start work on assessment part and make sure you have a grouping done so far. It's very important you need to done grouping so far now. Please finish it now. And secondly, I will show you something before. This is just a reminder as everybody is joining. So I have seen students, they are asking some question like, what is the title? Where is the coursework? When is the deadline? What type of assessment we need to do? So I would say everybody, please try to read this thing. Yeah, the frequently asked question. So I have provided everything. Yeah, just read everything. So you need to know, like, what you are supposed to. Everything is provided clearly here. Yeah. Very basic, very simple, and very accurate answer. So read all information and watch this regarding the coursework one ethical part. So please listen this as well quickly. And after this, there are some sample coursework. As I said to you, the deadlines are already set up. There are 3 parts. And the student, they are making mistake, which is individual, which is group or group coursework. So clearly mentioned it, you can check. Ethical presentation should be individual submission. Class test should be individual submission. And the 50% coursework, this is only group coursework, 4 to 5. So all the sample work, so I have a test here. So this is sample coursework for 50%, you can check. So please start working on the same part now. I would say work on part 1, work on part number 2, like 10%, 50%. Show myself on campus, show your lecture on campus. This is the best practice. You want to get good marks, something like this, yeah. And this is 10%, ethical part presentation from my previous students, something like so. Please try to. I think this is from April, yeah. So please check all these things. So this is just a sample, and this is another sample from 10%. So please try to listen these things. Okay, guys. So I hope so you will never forget it. And if has any question, any problem you are facing so far regarding assessment, please let me know. If you need any more support, if you are non-IT background, so please let me know if you need any support so I can come on campus to support you. Yeah. Okay, guys. So please, any question, a reminder, then I'll need to finish my slides. For class test, I'll let you know later on once we are finishing the module. Shahid, do you have any question, please?
Sir, I have one question about information system analysis resubmission. When the date will be open, sir, for this subject?
Yeah, reset is not taking this term, this is a term 1. So term 3 is normally, we are taking reset in the same term. Term 3 this is more like the reset term. This time we are not taking any reset for you.
Okay.
Yeah, one question ask about assignment. We have any assignment in upcoming days because we have no show any assignment on our Ola app.
Yeah, if you can check, Ola has clearly mentioned it. So there is assessment on 27th of October, deadlines in assignment.
A group assignment, individual.
This is individual, should be on 26th October, yeah.
Okay,
27.
sir. Can you confirm, sir, when our classes will be back on our main campus from Tumilson Center too?
So this can be requested from Volkan Tonali. Please email myself and Volkan because timetable is very, very vast for every student. So right now I can't say, I need to check one by one. Yeah. Just email myself, Volkan Tonali. We will let you know. Don't worry. Yeah.
And sir,
just log in Salcat.
Yes, sir. One our result is uploaded from previous semester. Our previous semester result is not shown.
Yeah,
Yes.
only OP result is under moderation. You know, the moderator examiner, they are not happy with the marking, so they are going to check everything one by one. Yeah. So this is the way they will release. So don't worry. Yeah. If you have done correctly, so you will get good marks. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, sir.
So yeah.
So, please allow us to make group of six as because it will be easy for us. Uh, you know,
Yes,
last
you
time
can.
you allow us to make a group of six.
Yes, can be possible six, but if you are going for six students, so you need to email myself and Volkan, please, because you know we are not accepting many six students. There are just few students with some responses, like you know maybe five, maybe six, maybe seven. So once we reach
So,
it, so we will never accept. So you can
so we
email
have to email Volkan. Yeah.
Volkan and myself, yes, because you know there is a requirement, so we need to
All the group members, banner ID and all the things, or just mail about six members.
just mention like we are six member. This is the best way that we can understand, and just let us know why you are making six group. This is the reason. You need to mention the real reason.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's fine. Then we will see.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Sir, please tell me about ethics presentation. Sir, I am new here. I just arrived late.
For presentation, if you need to know anything about this module for assessment, so I would say please read this page. Just open with laptop. Don't open ULA with your mobile phone, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Frequently asked question. Read everything. This is completely clearly mentioned area. So what you need to do and listen this thing as well. And PPT is like, 10%. This is 10% PPT. So PPT is a part of 50% coursework. So once you are working on coursework too, so you are using some hardware, software, some cloud application, all these hardware, software, cloud application, you need to mention here like these needs ethical permission or no need. So you need to just consider professional way and ethical way. That's it. Yeah. Because using camera in networking building, you can use it, but without permission, you can't use camera. So that's why an ethical part has to be mentioned like this way, ethically consideration only. Okay. Listen, everything. This is there, so you need to know. Don't worry. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah. Okay, guys. So let me start now. If you have any question, please final call Ananya.
Question.
Yes, please.
Sir, we have class lecture on Thursday because our teacher is different and module is same. No, we can send our group member number to on your Gmail or our which is our instructor on Thursday on his this mail.
Yeah, I will let you know. You need to submit groups, numbers, or names later on one drive. Yeah. So right now you just make sure like you have done grouping. Okay.
On your mobile, on your Gmail account, sir.
No Gmail. So we are accepting on UWS email. Yeah.
Yeah, UWS email. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please, Bright.
Where is I can't find the coursework itself.
Coursework. Okay. So if you can go to ULA, so please make sure the module assessment. So these are the assessments. So this is for you to do, here the module assessment. This is class test. This is 10%. Everything is here. So you need to follow this thing, please. And this is first part of assessment, 10% PPT. And this
Yes,
is
sir.
group coursework. Please follow this thing. And if you need any help, just read frequently asked question page, FAQ page. If you need to do your assessment, this is your assessment. Almost the same thing. The sample are the same. The courseworks are the same. Yeah. You
Okay,
need
sir.
to please, yeah, module assessment. Yeah.
Thank you,
And
sir.
deadline is also here. Okay, don't worry. Yeah. And if you need anything, you can meet me on campus anytime. And then any question, please let me know. Then we need to move forward, please.
Hello, sir.
Sorry, sir. I am accidentally pressed it.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. Who is next? Sorry.
Hello.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm unable to see the assignments. As of now, it's showing like seems like there are no assignments in this space.
Yeah, assignment. So I haven't created a link for submission so far. This is not for student right now. So once I
Yeah.
create, then I will create here. So you will see later on. Right now, I didn't create a link, but if you can
Yeah.
go to materials, so you will find the assessment deadline here. These are provisional deadline. Maybe let's say the first part say 27th of October. Maybe on assignment tab, I would say no, 25th of October. So this will be the accurate things here once I will provide it. Okay. So it must be something similar 1 day before or 2 days before. That's it. Yeah. And you have to submit here an assignment.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Just
Thank
finish
you.
and let you know. No problem. Bye. Yeah. Okay, guys, so let me, okay, please ask me, yeah.
Sir, I have two questions. First, for the ethics presentation part, as a team, we have selected some softwares and hardwares. So before proceeding, is there any possibility to check with you? So, like, is this right software or hardware?
Yeah,
So
I can check all of coursework if only one case. If you can bring it on Friday, please. Yeah, because on email, so I'm a list have program leader on cybersecurity. I'm receiving lots of complaint email. I'm really difficult to manage. So I would say please don't send me an email. Maybe I can't support you because of lots of problem, lots of issue. The best way if you need any support, so I'm really happy to help all of you. You don't need to worry. Just bring it on the campus, please. Friday from 12 to 5 o'clock. Anytime you can bring, I will be there. Okay. Any student, not my own student, so you can bring. If you are from from any other associate lecturer, don't worry. Any group member, so you can finish the coursework and show me on Friday. So I'll be happy to help you. Don't worry. Yeah? But especially on Friday, please. Okay,
okay, sir.
guys,
Thank you.
everyone you can bring on Friday. Just come few minutes, so I will finish within few minutes. Yeah.
Yes. So second question, before the class test, so could you please like attend and make any mock test for
Yeah.
preparing for the class test?
Yeah, definitely. I will run a mock test before official test. So at least I will practicing you. I will give you a practice material. So you need to practice what question will be there and what will be the platform you are going to use it. So everything I will show you. Don't worry. Yeah. I will show you the
Thank you,
things
sir.
very smoothly. Okay, let me finish. Then I will come to answer your all question. Otherwise, we will waste because the students they are waiting here for some lecture. So let me start. Let me finish the things before. Then we can start working on your question and answer. Just ask me once I finish. Okay. So please make sure, again, I know this is a bit technical thing, but I'm not going in more detail, but just in case, so you need to know, like, what are the networking, how these are working with different layers. Okay, guys. So let's talk about another layer today. So I think, so we are at data link layer. If you can check, previously, so this is an internet model, not OSI model. This is OSI model. So we have done application, we have done physical layer. So this is the higher level layer. This is lower level layer. So today we are going to discuss only the data link. Can you check this one, the yellow slab here? So data physical is all about the physical cablings like we did last time, the connection with fiber optic, the coaxial thing, the RJ45, the RJ11, public switch telephony network, whatever you did it. So we discussed how cablings are working with the network circuits, okay? A physical thing. Now we are moving forward, like, this is lower layer, we say layer number one, and now we are going to layer number two. You might have seen, like, we are talking about the layer 2 network, layer 3 network. So this is layer 2 network. This is layer 3. So this is the way internet things, networking things. We are talking the layer 1, layer 2. So right now we are on lower layer, but this is known as level layer 2. Okay. And this is known as the data link layer. So we will talk about the data thing, how the messages, how the audios, how the streams, everything is moving forward and backward, something like this from source to destination. All these things we will come with kind of, different techniques today. So hopefully you will understand and please listen carefully. If you read the slides, trust me, you will spend more than a week. You can't understand. I know this is something technical. If you listen my voice, so you can understand this just within an hour. This is super easy. And if you can please mute your mobile phone, this will be much better. Yeah. Everybody, please mute yourself. Yeah. Otherwise, I will be distracted. Everybody will be distracted. Okay, guys, so we are going to know how the messages are transferred. So all these things, like, how we are using the media access control. I will show you the real proof and I will show you how the errors are happening during transmission, all these things. And if the error is happening now, which tools and technology they are preventing these things. So all these things we will just try to finish today, okay? Within a very, very passive. So please listen carefully. And I would say there will be a lots of questions from the class test. So class test quiz have can have more than 3, 4, 5 questions from this slide. So I would say be careful to listen just only. Yeah. So, okay, so all these things. So this is just outline. We will cover the media access, the error control, the error prevention, everything we will just cover little by little. Yeah. So let's talk about the data link layer. So before starting, if I'm asking, like, I know, so you might have seen, the media access control might be, the network interface card. So anybody, I know you have used it, Maybe you have deployed it, you have installed it. If you didn't use it, so maybe you have just plugged it here. So this is a network card. So we say, okay, this is network card. Always you are using, RJ45 cable. So whenever you're using a wired connection for internet, so we are connecting directly on the card. So we say network interface card or your motherboard card. So every motherboard, every laptop does have this local area network card if it's a high performance machine. Okay. So we say this is a data. So cable is non-physical layer. So once you connect, so from here the data links is started now. So we say the data link layer is always starting from this machine. So we say network interface card. We say, media access control, something like this. So this is very, very famous thing. Yeah. What does it mean, the media access control? So before starting, let me show you. Yeah. So let's say in universe there are more than 7 billion people. So I would say you have a tower machine, you have server machine, you have laptop machine, something like this. So you have mobile phones, all these things. So if I'm asking, the server has a different physical address, the desktop has a different physical address, and your laptop, all laptop, either if it's from HP, it's from IBM, it's from Microsoft, doesn't matter. Every machine on the universe, they have a separate physical address. So we say a MAC address, physical address, like the kind of decimal address. So we say physical address. Okay, physical address. So what does it mean? Let's say once you are connected to internet, so internet identify, okay, this address is belongs to this machine, this address is belongs to this machine. That's why your internet is reaching you. This is destination. Whenever you are using anything, so you have a specific, a unique, there is no same address to another machine. So your machine address is separate, this machine address is separate. So we say physical address. That's why networks are identifying you. The internet servers, they are identifying you. Whenever you're accessing Ula or YouTube, so they will find you like this belongs to this student, this belongs to this person. So the server is going to send you the material, whatever you are requesting. When you are requesting, so they will know like this address is from London, this location. So they will send you like this way. Every machine, every devices on internet connection, data connection, they have a separate physical addresses, always a unique physical address, which is known as a physical media access control. So that's why your network card, your interface card, they have a physical address separately. Everything is separate. This is the way we are connected uniquely. If address is similar, what will happen? So the internet cannot work definitely. If you need anything, so the server cannot send you like where does it need to go. Like postcode is separate, your door number is separate, something like this. So it's unify you, kind of identifying you, something like this way. Okay, so this is all about the data link layer. So we are going to do, it's a layer 2 of internet and OSI model. And this is all about the responsible for messages transmission from one to another devices. So based on physical addresses, the one device is responsible to receive messages from anywhere, wherever you want it. And you are responsible to send the messages from your device to anywhere you are going to send, maybe to email server, maybe to YouTube server, maybe to some students, something like so everything is going to and from something like this. Yeah. So we say data link is all about the control. It's controlling, like, the messages, the media, and also the BT streams kind of in the coherent formats. And let's say if you got something from wire, so data is going to be managed here, controlled, then it's after transmitting in different formats, error correction, then it's going to send to network layer, something like so the data link is working. So more likely there are some function we say media access control, error correction, all these things they are happening in this devices, network interface card. I hope this is a little bit clear. So let me move forward. So this is MAC address. Okay, so MAC is kind of part of data. How MAC is working, if you can check on the right side, a data link is kind of, it's a bridge between, let's say there's a network layer, there's a physical layer. This is not the different thing. This is the same thing I said to you. Something like this. Let's say this is the same layer and this is network, this is physical. So this layer is doing the same work. I will show you in the next slide here. Let's say anything is coming from here, from the cable, physical cable, or any function or any data is coming from your BGP, any routing protocol or network layer. So what does it do? Data link is kind of, the making source and destination thing. So it will know like this is a destination, this is source, so it makes the source and destination, control the bits and bytes, everything like, data transmission, it's audio or video, all these things are happening. And this is also making conversion, like, for converting data into binary digits. So this is making conversion for this 5 physical cables. Once it's going to your cable, so this is going to make like LLC and make sublayer, something like this. Okay, guys, so if you can check here, the layer 2 header, layer 3 header. The layer 3 header is all about IP. If you pack it, it's a knife to pack it with Wireshark. Try to use Wireshark. Collect any traffic from YouTube, from Google, from browser. You will find all these things. You know, the destination address will be here, the source network interface address or MAC address will be here, and there will be different IP addresses. So where they are coming from, the source is like your IP address. Destination means you are going to send somewhere. If you are collecting something, downloading something, then this is your destination. The source is something it's coming from. Okay, guys, so this is just how packet header. Maybe we can show you. It was presented in the last tutorial, you know, the Wireshark, kind of Wireshark and VMware virtualization. That there are some kind of packets things here. If you can go there and recall there, check there, all these things are connected here, okay? I'm not going to tell more detail. So media access control, as I said, this is just responsible for correction, contention access, the control access, different circuits like, you know, shared circuit, point-to-point circuit, maybe it's a wireless, maybe Ethernet simply. So we can say media access plays very, very important role, especially on the shared and point-to-point things like we will discuss in detail later on there. Okay, guys, so let me clear about the MAC contamination access. So contamination access and other one is like, you know, control access. So contamination and control, they are the different approach from the media access control. This is from the network interface card, the one we showed before, one we discussed before. So can you check this is a thing? So it's making contamination and control access. A contamination access is all about contamination is access all about, you know, whenever we have a very, very similar network. If you can check why contention access, because, you know, once we have a similar network, like, you know, some PCs are working there, very few PCs, so they are connected with the physical cables like this. So we say with the Ethernet local area network connection with the cabling directly connected. Just few of the PCs, they are just making. Just a minute, sorry, yeah. Sorry, yeah. So this is all about the continuation access. Means once we have a smaller network, like few of the PCs, some of the PC, once they are connected with the local area of physical cable. So we say a once we have small network and we have smaller PC, they are connected with kind of, you know, cable. So we say continuation access is working there. Why? Because the continuation can reduces the Boolean probability once the network is smaller. It's why, because they are using kind of this protocol, contention-based MAC protocol, like CSMA, carrier sense multiple access with Boolean avoidance. So this is try to avoid the Boolean. So message does not go like this is sending message, you are sending message in the class, you are sending as a message, but you are connected with just one physical cable. So they are trying to avoid the Booleans. You know, once the Boolean is not happening, this is try to make this sense for the Boolean avoidance, the contention access. And this is how it's happening. So this guy, like this techniques or this technology is all about to follow these things, like, you know, listen the traffic, and it's depending like which guy or which PC has to transmit and which PC has to send and wait, something like that. So this is the way the continuation access is trying to send and receive the packages on the same network. You are using same Wi-Fi in the classroom, but you are more than 100 PC. So why there is no cooling? Because of this machines, yeah, in network interface card, into your Wi-Fi interface card. So continuation access, once you are connected with the cable, so they are trying to avoid the cooling. That's it. Just wait and listen. Who is going to send? Who is going to transmit? Who is going to receive it? It's just all about, you know, stop and wait qualities, all these things. It's for lower latency, lower devices connection. That's it. Yeah. If we move forward to the control access, his name suggests like this is control. Now this is a real example of the Wi-Fi. Again, you are in the classroom and you are more than 100 PC. Now you are connected not with wires. Now you are connected with the wireless access point. So we say a Wi-Fi AP. Wi-Fi AP means, so once you don't use access cable, so you are using the air as a medium. So then we say a control access is working now. Control is like, it's more powerful. There is a huge amount of data, thousands of bits and bytes are transmitting inside the classroom. Your mobile phone is connected, your laptop is connected. If you have 10 laptops, so they must be connected on the same access point. This means that once the network is a larger enough, there can be a lots of cooling. They can collide, like, this packets can collide here and here. So there can be a cooling, but no, this is not happening. Why? Because the control access is working behind the Wi-Fi routers here. So it's just, using the access request, roll call polling, hub polling. Now this is controlling who is going to access the router first. The IP is dynamically aligned, access to some machine. And it's kind of, just a minute here. And the roll call pooling is like, determines which device has to transmit first. So after, let's say this is done, first machine is done, receiving, sending, then the hub pooling is sending another token like, okay, next guy, you can send and receive. Now, this is the way like, Wi-Fi routers are working. So they are just using like, the queue in the list, something like this, access is requested, get some code token from the server, that's it. So it's working. It's like if I'm asking a question from the class test, in the class test, so contamination access can be utilized which of the following networks, so Ethernet network or Wi-Fi network. So please make sure the contamination is all about the Ethernet, the physical cable. If it's all about, if I'm asking the control access is for the larger network, true or false, so you say just true, because control is all about the larger network. Wi-Fi can be used for larger network to manage everything, okay? So it's just a curve, so I'm not like, contamination access is, I would say, control access is stable. If traffic is low or traffic is medium, if traffic is high, it doesn't matter. Why? Because, control access is a high data flow rate, like, better because of high cooling of contamination. It has not cooling rates, it can transfer lots of data. That's why, control, if you are using Wi-Fi things, so they are stable like this way. But if you are using cable, sometimes cable cannot support you like this one stability, but sometimes cable can increase the data rate better than the Wi-Fi. So you can check, this is a curve, control and contamination. Let's talk about something. I will come to answer your question later on, please. This is just a start. So I will finish and I will ask your question later on. Let's say once we are sending and receiving a package, we did a lot of things. Let's say, where is the, okay, this is our network interface card, like, media access control, LLC and LMC, something like this. So once you're sending and receiving packet, either with a cable connected, either with a Wi-Fi connected, no problem. So, but you might have heard there are lots of errors happening as well. Signals is dropped, maybe, sometimes your data is not approached. So you are missing a lot of data is, disrupted, discarded later on. Yeah. Let's say you are as users from this mobile phone and you are sending or receiving anything. Sometime your internet is very, very powerful. You got it, everything accurate. Yeah. But sometime, so you say, okay, my data lost here, then it is started. Maybe a call. During call, you can receive it, you can feel it because it's a real-time data transmission. So every networking, whenever you're doing networking, whenever you're using net sending and receiving packet, make sure there is a lots of error happening, like, missing data, data disruption, data error, problem transmission. This is a lots of things like, maybe due to noise. Let's say a signal is coming from the satellite, maybe, the air can destroy your signal. Maybe there is some rainy day, if your signal Wi-Fi booster, parabolic, hyperbolic, Doppler effect, it doesn't work because of, rainy effects, the icy effect, all these things, they affect during the transmission. If we are under ocean transmission, maybe, someone is shaking the cables, the fiber optic cables, the animals inside the ocean. Maybe our data is disrupted for some fractions of second. So we say the network has a lots of error every time. You are facing during audio video, but more like you're not facing all the problems once they are happening behind the network. Okay. So normally error appears in a burst. Burst means a kind of different data, a combination of data. Let's say that burst is more than like 6 million bits. Let's say assume, I don't know if 6 million or more than this. 6 million bits are moving from this PC to another PC. If there is a error occurs, so what will happen? So error must not occur like just 1 bit loss, 2 bits loss. It occurs in the burst format. Burst means kind of 100 bytes, maybe 100 bits, maybe 10 bits. So should be like the larger quantity of data, not just 1 bits or 2 bits. It is happening in the bus format. So we say error appears in the bus format, 100 bits, 200 bits, maybe sometimes 1 megabits as well. This is all about your corrupted data. The data is lost or interfered by some technique. So we say this error happened during the network. How then media access control? So this smaller guy, it is detecting the errors and how this guy is going to prevent the errors during transmission. So now we are going to cover this thing, okay? In basic way. So error detection, they can be like, the parity check. This can be like, cyclic redundancy check. Maybe this name's like, very, very difficult for you, but don't worry. I will just give you simple brief for you. We are not going to do any polynomial regression now. No, we are not going to do any polynomial arithmetic mathematics, but this is happening. If we say polynomial, a larger complex mathematics. So this is going to perform who you are not doing it. I'm not doing it. The server's not doing it. All the machine which has a physical address, media access card like this. These machine, their servers, oh sorry, their chip cards, so they are doing calculations, the polynomial mathematical representation, presentation, everything they are doing it to reduce the error, to collect error, to reduce the error. That's it. Now let's talk about the parity check and all these things. Yeah, error detection. So if I'm asking how many techniques, so which technique is a better for the error detection, and which is 16 bits techniques, which is 32 bits techniques for error detection? Maybe those questions comes across the class test, so please you need to be careful. Okay, polynomial can be used only in parity check. So you said no, this is false. So polynomial can be used on cyclic redundancy. Something like this question will comes, but I will not ask you to express a kind of divisor like this and like this. Where is the CRC generator? Where is the polynomial expression for this? I know if I ask this question, create a CRC generator, let me know the remainder, let me know the polynomial expression for this algebra, this mathematics. So nobody will pass it. So everybody will fail it. So that's why what I will do, based on the time calculation, I will not include such calculation mathematics, but we are giving you some instruction and information. So you need to know how the devices are working in networking. Okay. So error detection. What are the errors? So I said the noise can be error, crosstalk can be error. Crosstalk means like, I can show you. Let's say you have a cables going to, this is your internet cable. So we say RJ45 cable. This is going from your building, one PC to another PC, a router to another router. Let's say there is another cable going from here to here. And this is your, maybe we say electric cable. If you are using any electric cable near to your internet cable, so what will happen? So they are making magnetic interferences. Sometimes your electric cables, they carry some magnetic pulses, and even your RJ45, the internet cable, is carrying magnetic pulses. When these pulses are meeting each other, they are disturbing each other. So what will happen? Electric is a more powerful ranger, so they can destroy your signal sometime. If this is not insulated cable, RJ40 is not shielded to stay, maybe not quality cable. So what will happen? So this can destroy sometimes your signal. So make sure the cables may not be connected, may not be passed through the cable connection directly from the appliances. That's why this must be separate. So this is a noise. So we say a crosstalk. So this is happening sometime. Okay, so you need to know in networking must be separate from electromagnetic pulses and wires. Yeah. Okay, so I hope so. The what are the noises? Definitely super easy. Don't worry. Audio, video. Let's say sometime we are using a voice and video during a cable, but make sure they have a priority take. Once we are using video calls, so our networks, so we are servers are telling them, devices are telling them, I need to receive this message immediately. So this is happening sometime. If you are using a voice and video, so make sure the priority take is very, very important.
So your mic is mute off.
So you are on mute, sir.
Sorry, yes, I think it's a technical thing that someone is muted. So please let me know if there's someone is mute also. My mic is muted. I know there's some authentication issue. They are asking us to mute and unmute. I don't know. Log in. Please let me know if there is problem. Yeah, thank you. Okay, guys, so these are the noises. Now, how we are going to check the errors during these problems. So first one is the parity check. We say parity mean, so we are just adding, we are not adding, your machine is adding one extra bit is being used as a bit. Let's say this is your original data going 1 and 2 and 4. So original data, you send some data from one, this is your sender and this is receiver. So you are sending this, like, this data is going to transfer here. So what does it mean? Parity check means, so it's going to add an extra bit, like, maybe sometime adding z, it's just adding one extra bit. So one extra bit is added here. So it's check, like, electron, if number of ones are odd or even. So this is say odd parity, even parity. Every time, whenever the data is sent and received from your network interface card, so this guy is adding one bit all message stream, like, 7-bit format, 8-bit format, 16-bit format, 32-bit format. Every time it's trying to add a 1 bit extra. So we say it's odd parity. This can detect error, but this is very, very, the low efficient error detection technique. So we say this is okay for detecting error, but this is low quality thing. So guys, other one is a more complex. If you are using, Wi-Fi 6, like, gigabit internet, more than gigabit internet, like, RJ45 network interface can support 100 megabits, 500 megabits. Sometimes they can support 1,000 megabits as well. So it depends which card you are going to use it. Yeah. Your card can support 1 gigabits per second, or your card just support 100 megabits per second. Depends, like maybe they are using old parity. If it's low quality, they will support parity check. If it's a 1 gigabits plus range, they might support kind of, polynomial arithmetic things, all these things. So let me show you something about the polynomials now. Okay, guys, cyclic redundancy means, so this technique is very, very complex, very, very heavy technique. This is more like, the latest networking card. So they are using it with a polynomial. If I'm asking something like, I'm not asking anything, polynomial is like, x, you can say like this. So this is all about, x raised to 2x plus 1. So this is all about the polynomial expression. They are using, CRC. Sorry, I don't know. Yep. So this is the polynomial thing. So they are using the cyclic redundancy is based on the division of polynomial expression. It's very complex mathematics. If I start teach you online, I can definitely not teach to you because, it's a binary thing and polynomial is more complex thing. But I will show you some simple example. But if you need to know something about it, so you can meet me please on campus, yeah, because we need a paper, pencil, all about this thing. Yeah. How generator is working, yeah. Or polynomial, maybe we are coming later on for this thing, yeah. Okay, guys, so network errors. So as we said before, line noise, distortion noise, crosstalk noise. Maybe sometimes your bits are getting extra bits. Sometimes, electric things are making crosstalk. Sometimes, your bits are flipped up. Sometimes your device is not sending complete bits. So there could be any noises. So make sure that error network can happen with these things here. Maybe, your microwave is running, micro oven is running, and make sure sometime you are using the Wi-Fi near to your microwave. So all these things, these are affecting. There are different things. So maybe flip bits, maybe noises, maybe crosstalk, maybe distortion, maybe the ocean, maybe problem with your air, maybe say the signal is coming from satellites, maybe it's from the RAN thing. All they are affecting these things. Okay. Let me talk. So there are prevention technique, how you can prevent them. I'm not going to waste your time here. I know if you know the noise is there, so you need to increase this thing. If there's a crosstalk, you need to separate the guard belts. Like, don't mix your cables with the electric. This is just for you to read, please. Okay, guys, so I'm leaving for you. This is just a recommendation. Let's talk about the error detection, as we said, the parity check before. Okay. So every time, when data is going to be transmitted, let's say this is a message. So it's going to be transmitted from one computer to another computer. This is first computer, this is second computer. Maybe this is source, maybe destination, maybe this is destination. This depends. In networking, any can be a destination, anyone can be a source as well. Okay, so you are sending a binary disk and there is some noise here, so some noise here. So what will happen? Error detection. So let's say this was the original message. So at the end, they are always using the check value as a 1 bit. Simply, we say a parity check. Why we say parity check? Because, this was the original message, the 1 bit was added at the end. Every transmission was added like this way. We say check some value. Just a minute. Sorry, yeah. So extra bit is added just mathematically to check. Let's say once we send this message, so this guy will check, okay, where is the check values? Make sure they add, let's say there was a check value 1, so it will check 1 is there, then it says the message is successfully transmitted. If the last one is missed, so they say, oh, there is a problem with the signal. So that's why they are checking as a parity check, you know. So let me show you here now. A both sender and receive calculate check value. This is original message, so one value was added, 1 bit. So original messages will be checked, but make sure the final bit will be also checked during the mathematical calculation at receiver. If this value is found here, so this means the signal is successful. If this value is missed, so this means that this has been lost somewhere. So they are detecting like this way, mathematically matching the parity values. Yeah, very, very basic. Yeah. If we are going, let me show you. Let's say a parity check, 1 bit check value based on number of ones in the message. How we say this is even and odd parity? Let's say this is our 7 bits overall, you know, this is 8-bit representation. So let's say this is message 1. There's ones 1, 2, 3, 4. Ones are fours in number, fourth in number. There are 4 ones in the digits. Okay. So we just added 0 parity, no problem. You can add 0 or you can add just 1. I say add anything you want. But how do you know this is even parity? Even means the number of ones remain even. So if 1 remains even, so we say even parity. If ones remain odd, so we say this is odd. If we count this is even number, so we say even parity like this way. So this is just calculation, so you don't need to worry. Just count the numbers of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. The number of ones are even, so we say this is the even parity. Even parity. This is the way, you know, the calculation they are doing it. Yeah. So how do you know this data set? So please try to use Wireshark. Then you need to just, you know, the inspect the packets with the packets and map thing, call Linux thing. So you can do all this thing. Just collect the traffic from Google thing, YouTube thing, anything from browser. So you can capture all these things, you know, and map and with Wireshark. Headers, format, all these things. Okay, guys, so make sure parity check is very, very simple technique and make sure this is just 50% accurate for a detection rate, only 50% of error accuracy. This might be asked during class test, so you need to be careful. If I'm asking error detection with kind of, you know, higher detection rate, so make sure the detection rate is more than 95%. So we say this is CRC generator, cyclic redundancy check. So this guy or this technology is one of the best thing inside the networking thing, CRC. Why? Because they are using, you know, expression, lots of expression like this one. X start from here to here, something like descending order. The polynomial expression. This is a dominant type of checksum and it's complex cryptography hash function. It performs a binary division polynomial mathematical expression, a lots of longer complex answer like this one. This is a just example. They are doing more than 1,000 calculation within a second. Very, very difficult checksum. Yeah. So this is a CRC check. So how they are going to do it? Let's say, so you might be not understanding what is 0, 1, what is this and this. So make sure you need to convert like, you know, this is 7. So make sure 101 is like, you know, this is 5. And make sure we are not using just, you know, let's say 7, this is 5. If we take 7 out of 5, so we are getting just 2. You know, we are not using 2, the decimal number. We are always, you know, 2 is in a binary number, like, you know, 10 is equals to 2, something like this. So this is a remainder. So we say a CRC generator. So if 10 is extended here, it does not finish so far. So what will happen? This guy will be added later on in the same original matrix. They are doing calculation if they are getting any reminders. So reminders are added in the same number 11001, 11001, and 10 is added here as a generator. So this will be further calculated here. If they got any value other than 0, they will be added and other they will be calculated. Once they get 0, then it will stop calculation. So we say this is a polynomial expression based on, you know, x3, x2 depends on the number of bits, how many bits you are using, 16 bits or 32 bits. Yeah. And make sure cyclic redundancy is not just like, you know, have you seen anybody, do you have anything about experience from the electronics thing? Yeah. Maybe, you know, I can show you something. Do you have any experience of XOR gate? Let's say this is A, this is B, and this is our output. XOR gate, you know, XOR gate. Maybe I can open something. in front of you, better to show. And this is, kind of, electrical signals. So digital electrical signals, digital electronics, sorry, yeah. So the polynomial is working on the XOR gate. Any chip, like, any chip, something you have used before. Let's say, let me show you something. If you have used your SD card, so this is very, very similar SD card. This card has same gates. I can show you. If have you seen any integrated circuits, like, IC chips. There are lots of chips inside your computers. Digital things, they are made with like these chips, the old things, physical chips, larger. These are all integrated circuits. Can you check here? There are lots of connections inside. The transistors are there, the XOR gates are there. So these chips, so can you check even your microprocessor? If we can check, CPU. So they have the same XOR gates inside. Normally you haven't seen it, but there are things inside there. Intel CPU. If you can check, this is a microprocessor connection. You can check these are the physical connector. Inside each connector, there are some different electronic gates. Not one gates, the millions of gates they are connected inside this smaller PC. It's little than less than a chewing gum. It's less than a smaller biscuit, but it has more than millions of the XOR gates, NOR gates, and gates. So they are calculating, the same thing, XOR gate. So if you can check, what does it mean, the XOR gate? XOR gate means, so if the one input is 0, another is 0, so output will be 0. If one is A is 0, other is 1, so it will be 0. If both are 1, then it will say 0. Okay, if it is odd thing, so it will say parity things. So XOR gate calculation, maybe, we say treble. So this is just an output you need to know. Maybe I can show you here. Sorry, yeah. Let's say if one input is 0, other input is 0, so it should be 0. If you are using signal is like, positive 5 volt, other one is 0. So what will be output? So output will be positive 5 voltage. If one is positive 5 volt, another is 5 voltage, so it will give you the negative 5 voltage. This is XOR gate, always giving the results like this way. This is the way, all the electronic digital circuits, card, microprocessor, everything, they are connected with the XOR gate. They are using this calculation expression, mathematical thing, polynomial thing, research thing, but make sure they have a detection rate more than 99% of accuracy. Okay, guys, so they are always 7-bit representation, something like this. So one is EXA, so we say it works like, 8 decimal numbers representation. So they are calculating. If number is like, let's say 11001, so how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they are adding maybe 100 as a CRC generator later on just to calculate the number, something like this. So it always represents this representation. Yeah. So what is the simple way for parity checks? The parity check, this is very, very easy way. Let me show you. Just one check value is added, either 1 or 0, to check if the parity is correct or not. In the XOR gate connection, cyclic redundancy, they are using a polynomial calculation, very, very heavy calculation. Let's say this is original message. So they are going to divide with this divisor, divided this divisor. So they got like, remainder. So remainder is going to be added as a message. So this will be further calculated in the same, and the message received a 0 remainder here. Yeah. This is a cyclic redundancy, more accurate to collect the errors from the network transmission. So once they are using this thing, so this means they are detecting errors very, very good way. Yeah. Okay, so we got detection with the error parity check, with the cyclic redundancy check. But there are some approach. So how these errors are going to be corrected. Now, let's say you got a message, but you need to message with the error. So now you are going to correct this message. So there are the approaches, maybe you are retransmitting the signal. Let's say if you are sending something from here to here, so one message didn't reach it. So what will happen? Some approach, they are retransmitting the same signal like this. So just to make it correct. And some they are using automatic repeat request, ARQ, something like this. So I will show you. Sometimes they are using, forward error correction. I will show you all these things. Yeah, these are simple approach, very, very simple approach. Let's start with error correction first. So stop and wait, automatic repeat request, ARQ. So stop and wait. What does it mean? If you can carefully check, this is a sender and this is a receiver. a frame one message is sended from here to here. So there is complete connection. Circuit is transmitted, data is transmitted, so there is no error. So what does it mean? So positive acknowledgement. Can you check the positive acknowledgement? Receiver say, okay, I got it. So it will send an acknowledgement. So this means that successfully received. It's very old and technology. Once the another frame is was transmitted, please try to mute few minutes. Yeah. Thank you. Let's say second frame was transmitted, but there was an error. The data didn't transmit it to the receiver very well. So what will happen? The receiver will send, sorry, I didn't get the message. So it will send a negative acknowledgement. Once second message was on the way, receiver didn't receive during the peak time. So it will send like negative acknowledgement. So the same message will be retransmitted again. So it is stop and wait, something like this. This is like, got it, receive it, got it, receive it, something like this. Sometime this is going to continuously, let's say the frame is third, not receives. Okay, no problem. The third packet didn't receive any acknowledgement, but they are continuously sending, third frame broken down somewhere. But this is not received, but sender is sending another packet, something like this. Timeout, but send another one. So no error. So they are sending acknowledgement later on, they are not sending acknowledgement during the error. So we say no acknowledgement is positive or negative acknowledgement is positive. It depends like which technique they are going to use it. Yeah. And this is another important thing. So you need to continuous ARQ request. Continuous means, so let's say, so you don't need to wait, the sender don't need to wait for receiver, because once you are latest communication, like recently we are using the more than gigabytes of internets every second, fraction of second. So we definitely no need to wait for this approach. These are very old technology. If we waited, our speed will be no more than like the 64 kilobits per second. Let's say 10 kilobytes per second. Maybe this is very poor. We don't need it. So who is using this? It's very older technology. The networking things they are using kind of continuously. Send it, send it, send it. No problem if there is this error. So they are, once they receive, depends who is the receiver, who is their machine. Maybe you are slower than the sender, so they don't wait. Sender is don't waiting for your response. That's it. Yeah, but they are continuously sending. Yeah. Once error is detected, so later on this will send, okay, I got error, so resend me something like this. Yeah. This is non-wait request. Something, so no, your sender is not waiting for the receiver. That's it. Otherwise, it's the same approach. Yeah. But this is another thing, forward error correction. Forward error correction, let's say a simple question. Let's say, so, you might have seen, the satellites communication. Let's say this is satellite communication. They have satellites, hyperbolic, parabolic curve. They are very, very long satellite. And someone is inside the airplane. Let's say someone is flying aeroplane, something like this. Yeah. Let's say a satellite is send some messages, but there was some kind of ocean, so you didn't receive any signal. So definitely what will happen, same satellite cannot send the same signal again and again. So what does it mean? So redundancy, there are lots of problem, does not require retransmission, because signal is high, that distance is very high. The same signal will be retransmitted from here to the next time, something like, so it is a retransmission. This only happen with the satellite communication. Maybe amplitude modulations, things like we discussed. Once you are doing like frequency modulation or amplitude modulation, especially with the satellite communication, so they are not waiting time. If they wait for the airs need to go, definitely air will never gone away. So it will, has to wait more than 24 hours. So they can't do it. Yeah. So they are just retransmitting whenever they got chance. So they are going to transmit. That's it. Yeah. So retransmission means it's just part of the high range of distance transmission. Once the satellite was not gone through, so they are just waiting. Whenever they will get a chance, so they will be retransmitted whenever. Otherwise, if they are trying to, let's say one is broken, okay, satellite need to transfer and the signal. So this is very, very costly. They are not doing it yet because of satellite communication. And like, Google Maps, GLONASS thing, GPS, all these things, satellite thing, they are not using these things, extra things. This cost a lot. If it's broken, resend it. This is easy to do for the cable networking, but this cannot be done with the satellite thing because it's very, very costly. Okay. So I hope so you correct, got all the information. So what are the CRC, what are the parity checks, all these things. So please make sure They can be, especially wired connection, most likely in a data link layer. It depends on the part of, the levels of transmission from transport, from the networking, all these, they are just connected. Maybe I will show you this thing later on once I've come to the network and transport layer. Okay, guys, so data link layer protocol. Let's say data link protocol. It's again the same thing. We are not discussing anything extra. So this is the same thing. We say a network interface called the media access control. This guy is sending like a USB data, asynchronous and synchronous. How it's going to transmit a data. So these are the protocol they are going to transmit and receive things. Asynchronous and asynchronous. You can check, this is asynchronous. There is no controlling bits. There is no sending and receiving bits. I mean, the data, whatever is bigger enough, no problem. They are sending in the same order without any control bits here. Asynchronous means the data is transmitted, kind of, separate portion. This data was divided in two parts, and each data was added a kind of control bits. One is control bit, another control bit. So they are adding some control bit at first and last header of the data packet. That's it. Yeah. So we say there is a flow control, there is no flow control. That's it. Yeah. Asynchronous, synchronous. Maybe this is a question in class test as well. I know this might not be understandable to all of you, so you don't need to worry. This is just, a data link protocol. Whenever we are going to inspect the packet sniffing, let's say you are using printer cable, let's say you are using USB cable. Once we connect USB cable, and please try to use Wireshark. Use Wireshark to sniff the packets from your USB things. Might be you have USB drives at home. Connect your USB drive to your PC and try to run a Wireshark on this port, USB port. So what you will get in, so you can check what is synchronous delineation, asynchronous delineation, all the thing, the hexadecimal representation of bits you will get. So Wireshark will definitely give you representation of bits here. This is start bit, this is stop bit, all these things. So it will be mentioned over there. Yeah. So please try to do it. In the last practical, it was mentioned. That's why I did it here. So sometime, data is like this format, but you are not getting in Vaisha. Vaisha will give you this message. Maybe, hexadecimal number. Maybe I can quickly show you a little bit here. So please try to use Wireshark packet sniffing. So you will get something the same data format and header. So Wireshark will packets capture your all packet bits and bytes, everything. So please try to capture whenever you are capturing the USB drive. So you will definitely get like, all the information if you can check it here. Yeah. Maybe internet is not 100% accurate. So you need to do yourself, please. Yeah. These are IP addresses, source address, everything. You will get the packets properly. Just need to inspect them one by one. So you will get this representation. Sorry, that's this. Okay, guys, this is just representation from the Wireshark. The system, and this is synchronous transmission. The synchronous, they are trying to send same way, like, data link, especially the synchronous transmission. Maybe I will ask a question. Which kind of, the protocols they are using, like point-to-point protocol, HTLC, or synchronous data link control. So which of them are using synchronous transmission? So you need to know this is all about the correct thing. So you just hit true only. Yeah. So synchronous transmission, these protocols are very, very famous. SLDC, HLDC, and point-to-point. Yeah. There might be a question. This is same thing we discussed before. Yeah. And this is just representation. If you can capture the same packet, protocol synchronous data link control with the SDLC protocol. So you will get the flag add bits, the number of addresses like we discussed here. Can you check the addresses here again? So you need to check all everything, like how many control bits were there, what was the data, maybe, payload here, maybe UDP, maybe TCP, maybe ICMP, depends like which data you are using with wide area network. And at the end, they will utilize some different parity check, maybe CRC 32 bits, everything. And this will be another flag. So please make sure this is just representation, so you don't need to worry. I will not ask any question like this. This is just understanding for you, okay? But maybe I will ask kind of this thing. SLDC is a part of synchronous transmission in data link layer. True or false? You said true. That's it. If I say only the HDLC is a part of synchronous transmission in data link layer, so only if I say no, you say need to false. Why? Because there are different protocols they are working as well. So you say HTLC, STLC, and PPP as well. So please learn careful. So it should be very, very easy. Yeah? I'm a bit tired, so that's why my voice is not audible. So let me finish it, please. There are lots of things I can discuss, but based on time and based on the experience from the IT background. So we are not going in more detail, but we can discuss more detail if you wish. Any calculation, error correction. So please let me know. We can do during campus. This is mathematics. I can't do online definitely. Another one, this is just transmission calculator. Again, I would say I will not add this thing in my class test because they are students, they are non-IT background. So this is just for your practice. So you need to know number of the information are bytes. So number of information overhead bits in bits. So are bytes you can mention in bits or bytes. It's up to you. You can just check asynchronous efficiency. That's it. This is just represent every efficiency can be calculated this way. And this is all about let me show you this thing. Maybe you are not familiar with the bandwidth and the throughput. Let's say this is the bandwidth. If I'm asking, so inside we are in a classroom 6. Let's say this is our classroom 6. We are more than 50 students inside the classroom. If I'm asking 50 students, can you leave the classroom within a second? Within a minute? So definitely 50 students cannot move from here. Why? Because one student or maximum 2 students, they can move from the door at once a time. So we can say the bandwidth of the door is only for 2 students. So the first 2 will go on, then another 2 will go on. The third row, they will go on 2 by 2. There cannot be third student can pass from the door. So why? We can say this is the bandwidth of the door only for 2 students. If we have any cable we are using, they have always a bandwidth. Maybe, let's say your internet is based on 100 megabits per second. Mbps, 100 megabits per second. So this means, so you can just download 100 megabits only, not more than 100 megabits from the cable, from the internet's capacity. So we say this is the bandwidth. But sometimes, let's say you purchase internet for 100 megabits. Okay, so you got it, yeah. But once you are downloading, so you are not reaching 100% anytime. You are just using only 70 megabits per second. Why? If company is giving you 100 megabits, like, this is your channel for 100 megabits. But this is not possible. Throughput is always less than the real bandwidth. The real bandwidth is 100%. You paid for it. Once you are downloading, you are just getting 70% of the data. So we say a throughput is like actual number of bits which is transmitting through the channels or through the cables or from the medium. So this is a throughput. Throughput means the real presentation, real transmission of the data thing. And bandwidth is like overall the capacity of the data range, something like this. I hope so. This is clear now, yeah. So you can increase and decrease something like this is what about we say. So make sure that you need to know about the throughput and bandwidth, all these things. I hope so. You got all these things. So make sure this is just a kind of representation. There is some throughput calculation as well. I'm not going to calculate, just this is for your information. Yeah. And this is all about the things that data link layer. Once you are going to be a company owner, something like this, so you are going to deploy your business networking thing, the network guy, they can come to deploy it for you. Don't worry for deployment. But you need to know, which things you are going to install, how much you are going to pay. There are different complexities, so you need to be aware of all these things. If as an IT professional, I know you might be working as a director of business later on, but you might be using these networking things later on. Because everything is fingertips connected with the networking internet. So you need to know the networking tools and technologies. Yeah. I hope so. You have enjoyed a little bit. So more likely it was a bit confusion things. But don't worry, if any question, theoretically, I can answer any question. Maybe beyond anything, your question, I can support you. Don't worry, just feel free to ask me. If you have any more question related, you want to learn more thing, you want to do a more deeper research, don't forget to meet me on campus. So I will be on campus Friday. We can sit and discuss in more detail with networking, with the security thing. I'm more professional. I can help you with the real implementation as well. Anything you want to ask me. Okay, guys. Any question? Otherwise, so let me take your attendance. So if you have any question, please let me know so I can here to help you.
Yeah, hi
Please.
sir. Good morning.
Hello, yeah.
Yeah, so I have a question. Like the installations that we are going through right now, like in lab session,
Yeah.
are those like today whatever we learn in data link layer, are those application will be used to like see the results like as you showed us like in the website, some of them.
Yeah, this is good question. The lab work week 3 session last time, like it was, VMware and Wireshark. If you have
Yeah.
practiced it, so please try to practice it. So there will be some learning for you. So you can just capture the packet with Wireshark, and what you need to do, just upload with the app packet analyzer. Analyzer means so it's an easy format for you. Normally, you don't know what is Wireshark packets. The headers thing, this is difficult because students they are just less experienced. So you need to understand the packets of internet communication. So they will convert the packets into your understanding. Like I said something here, can you check these are representation? So then you
Yeah.
will need to know, okay, this is the address, this is something different. Then you will understand. Please try to practice it and try to match where is the IP addresses. Everything is mentioned in Wireshark. This is source, this is IP addresses. And all the things they are not definitely mentioned, like as we said, have you checked this before in your life? Have you used this before in your life? Media access card like this interface card. This is
Yes,
that.
sir.
Sometimes it is external card, sometimes it is built in with your motherboard. So these cards
Yeah.
have some calculation chips inside there. So this is not visible, definitely. But there are some calculation online. If you can go and check, XOR gate, AND gate, NOR gate, the digital things, all things you can do it from there. Yeah. This is just, different things we have discussed today.
Yeah.
Again, this is good question. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
And please discuss with your lecturer on campus if you need more help. Yeah.
Yeah, but sir, I have like to tell you that whenever I want to try that, I want to download this VMware, it redirects me to this broadcom something like that website, and we have to sign in and make our ID there.
Yeah,
Like
this
the
is
link,
possible. I
the
can
link.
tell you, yeah, I can tell you, why? Because, this lab sheet was created more than maybe 2 years before. It's very old and lab sheet. So we are very busy and we are not definitely checking. Like I know after 2 years that they are the companies, the Ubuntu is a company, they are trying to delete the previous link, they are providing another link. So they are asking us to use latest links, but I didn't change it. So what will happen if any link is not working? So you don't need to worry. So what you need to do, just got it, download it alternative from internet. Yeah. If Ubuntu is not working,
Is it
no
like
problem. Use any another Fedora things, use any Linux things. It doesn't worry. You can use whatever you want.
there is no problem with Ubuntu, but like as I'm telling you, like if we are trying to download this VMware
Yeah,
thing,
VMware is a licensed version. It will never work. So I would say just use VMware Player. Player is a free version, please. Yeah. Maybe it's
VMware.
not available. So I would say if VMware is not working, maybe sometime you are using Apple machine. Sometime VMware is not providing free of the sources in United Kingdom. So this is a problem. So I would say go with Oracle VirtualBox. This is free for in United Kingdom. Yeah. Quickly it will work. Yeah.
So
I
Okay.
will
just
it will,
meet.
will Oracle work on Mac as well?
Yeah, exactly. It will work on Apple Macintosh as well. Yeah. Oracle is compatible with Apple's thing, Linux things, everything. Yeah.
Sir, I
Yeah,
couldn't find the link
just
of Oracle in the assignment. So do you have that pasted there or not?
This is not required, but definitely you might use in your master's project in future. So that's why I say please do practice as well if you have a time. And otherwise, I would say also work on your coursework assessment as well. These are very important as well. Please finish your assessment, show these courseworks to your lecturer. They will give you feedback, please. Yeah. If you don't work right now, who will provide you feedback once you are submitting before time?
okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
But
But actually, I was trying to ask that we need to install
Asib,
like Oracle box, so I don't have that.
Yeah,
Asib,
So
Oracle box you
would you
can
let me
install.
finish,
Oracle is
please?
free for all of you. You can install Oracle, yeah. Oracle virtual machine, yeah.
Sir,
Oracle
package is
virtual box, please.
mandatory or we can use .io.
Yeah, if you're non-IT background, you can simply use, Microsoft Visio, Draw.io, UseChart, any drawing tool, you can use it. Like UseChart, Draw.io is the best for it to design networking. Yeah. This is just practice. VMware is just for practicing right now.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
If
go ahead.
sir, I'm gonna try this downloading and everything. If it doesn't work, like can I ask my tutor in lab session to help me with this one?
Exactly, they will help you. Definitely, they will help you. Just let them know, they will support you. It will be done. My student, they have done it. They have showed me all the things that before last time Friday.
Yeah,
Okay, because
last time I also tried to download the software and everything, but
don't worry
due
if
to
it's not
poor
working.
internet,
Yeah, I can understand.
yeah, I
Don't worry,
couldn't
just
do that.
practice and discuss with lecturer. Otherwise, you can come to meet me on Friday.
So definitely, sir, I'll
No
try to
problem.
meet you as well.
Exactly, yeah, no problem. Thank you. This is a good question. Anyone else? So please, is there any question or should we finish session now? And
So can you
please,
please
yes.
highlight the important aspects of today's sessions, so for our examinations or real life implications, because coming from a non-IT background, for me, today's session was, quite confusing. So, if you don't mind, can you please highlight
Yeah,
the important aspects of today's session, please?
for assignments, yeah. Sorry, what did you say? So you need to understand something about the assignments, yeah?
No, today's sessions, today's lecture,
Today's
some
session, yeah.
important aspects to today's
So I
lecture.
would
Yeah.
say this is recorded version. So please, I would say, I know this is a bit technical, everything I have clearly mentioned. So please open the slides and listen my audio. This will be super, super easy. And don't worry, we will not ask any difficult question beyond the range. I will not ask, show me the CRC generator of this message and during class test. No, definitely no. I will just simply ask, CRC is used with polynomial, CRC is used with 16 bits, something like this. I will ask kind of this thing. And CRC is the error detection technique or CRC is the error correction technique. So you need to be answered like this way. We will never ask mathematical thing, polynomial thing. You don't need to worry. If you need to learn, so this is recorded. So please should be there once we finish all the session. Hopefully, otherwise I will send you back here. Now you can meet me on campus. If you need anything extra, don't worry. You can meet me on campus, please. And for assessment, don't worry. I will provide all information. Everything will be super India.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, please, have you taken attendance, sir? Have you taken attendance?
Yeah, I have done attendance very well, more than twice. Maybe let me take third time as a, this is third attendance, so I have done it now. So if you wish, you can leave anyone. So almost we are done now. So don't worry, we are using the attendance from the last session. I will merge everything together. Don't worry. Yeah? So maybe we will finish because I have covered the lecture, but I'm going a little bit faster because it's online thing. If we are on campus, we might take more than 2 hours to teach this thing. And we are not going mathematically, that's why it's super easy area. Okay, guys, any question, please? Hana, Davendra,
Sir,
Sikandar.
Hi.
sir, where
Hello,
can I
yeah.
find the recording of this class?
Normally, it should be in the Teams, but some say we are unable to access. I don't know. And if you can check, we have recorded. Everything is in a recorded now. We are, and
Sir,
one
can I
more thing,
leave?
yes, you can leave. And I can't add you one by one because we are more than 500. It's difficult for me. So that's why, I'm using a generic link. That's it. If anyone you want to leave, please, you want to leave. It's all done for today. So attendance. So I will just answer the question for some student. That's it. Because this is the way I'm just going to support them. Otherwise, if I just talk in front of you with slide, I know you can get more than this from the YouTube as well. But being a lecturer, we need to facilitate you. We need to support your whole answer. If I wish, I can mute your microphone. I can run my life super easy, but I'm not doing it just in case. So you need to learn from me. You need to ask anything from me. I will be happy to help anytime you reach me. Okay, guys? So please meet me on campus. Please, I would say everybody, don't waste your time, finish your grouping and make sure every Friday I'm coming on campuses, from 12 o'clock up to 5 o'clock. I'm coming other time, but make sure this is a good time for me. You can meet me in Port Building Classroom 1 and 2. Just come and sit in the classroom. This is a BDCN classroom. You don't need to worry. Then you need to show me your coursework. I will give you feedback. So this is the best way to get good marks. This is the feedback. You will pass the modules very easily. If you are not coming, if you're not listening, so maybe you don't know what are the requirements of students, they are failing this module as well. If you listen me and you show me something, you will get highest mark in the module. That's it. Yeah. Because I'm trying my best to support all of you. Please listen and follow the example. If you have time, just come once at a time so I can give you feedback there. It will be helpful for you as well. I know it's extra work for me, but I really want to give you a good mark. So if you work well, so you will get good marks. Everybody will mark you. And I'm not checking your all coursework myself. Somebody will check some session, I will check some session, yeah. But I will design the coursework, I will design the question test, everything, yeah. And I will run everything. Okay, guys, so maybe I'm leaving now. So hopefully, so we will discuss later on. Please finish your coursework 10% PPT individual part and show me during campuses, yeah. Sorry.
Yes. I said I have a question. Like there is a lab tutorial link and the assessment. Do we get any marks for that if we submit on time and everything?
It's like, we are very busy. Sometimes, let's say if some student, they haven't submitted very well. So what we are doing, we are going to check their tutorial submission. If they were good students, so we say, okay, this is good students. So we are giving some bonuses from there. But normally we are not marking, we don't have time to mark all these things. This is just practice and this is just a bonus thing. Yeah. But I would
Okay, sir.
say, please work on the coursework now. PPT, make your PPT ready, show your super also lecturer on the campuses. Yeah.
Sir, I have a
Okay, sir.
question about
Sir, can
presentation.
we have some
Yeah.
rough idea about the
Sir,
main
suppose
coursework so we can
because
prepare
the
the PPT
presentation is based on
accordingly?
our
PPT must be for 5 minutes. So everything is mentioned on frequently asked question. If you can go there, this question, frequently asked question, so you will find everything area. Please read this thing. 5 minutes, no more than 5 minutes, maybe 4.5, 6 point more than, no more than 6, no more less than 4. That's it. Yeah. And PPT must
Okay,
be
sir, but
made on
the
coursework
main
too. Yeah.
coursework is like, what's the question of main coursework so we can prepare the PPT accordingly?
So question coursework 2 does not have any coursework. The question 2 has a specification. This is coursework 2. If you can open, this is coursework 2 for all of you. This is case study to design a network. Okay, guys,
Okay,
this
so
is,
the question is already being provided, the case
yeah,
study, and we have to prepare PPT and the solution. Okay, thank you,
yeah,
sir.
this is a report for 50%. You need to write a report. You need to draw a network diagrams here. And you need to mention hardware, software here. All these things must be mentioned in PPT. And you need to say ethically only. That's it. Yeah. Everything is here. So please read the info. I would say everybody check this page, and this page. Everything is there. Okay.
excuse me,
I
sir.
have one question.
Yes, please.
Sir, as the
You will mark
presentation
the
is based on
from
our
last
course.
question from.
Presentation is based on your coursework number 2, 50% coursework. Yeah. Ethically, just you need to consider only. Yeah.
Sir, can the group members of that coursework can do the same presentation, or they have to change every single
They,
person?
they can use same content, same hardware, software, but I would say make a separate PPT. You can use definitely, if anyone is using Wireshark, you can use as well, no problem, but make sure your PPT must be
No,
separate.
no,
Yeah.
sir. Suppose we are 6 member in a group or 5 member in a group. We have coursework as well, and we are
Yeah.
working on it. And
Yeah.
can we use same presentation, 5 members, or we have to change it?
Just use same hardware, software. Let's say you got Wireshark, Cisco router, so you can use same hardware, software, but I would say make separate PPT, yeah, and use your own audio. But I would
Yeah,
say
yeah.
you can
On
use
audio
same
and
hardware, software. Yeah, exactly. You can use same hardware, software.
but content of 5 members can be used as same.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can research themselves. Let's say you found, like you say, we are using this hardware, we are using this software, share with each of them. Then
Yeah,
let them
yeah.
know they need to prepare their PPT based on the template. That's it. Yeah. Then they
Oh,
need to
yeah.
record it.
That's my point. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. I have
Hello,
one
yeah.
question. Like, will you mark the attendance from last session?
Sorry.
Will you mark the attendance from last session?
Yeah, I marked it 3 times. Yeah. So you must be the,
So actually, I didn't attend the last class due to some technical issues, but today I have joined.
yeah, don't worry. If you missed last session, so it is not affecting that much. Okay. So make sure you need to join from now. Yeah. And if you need
Okay.
anything, just let me know. Don't worry. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sir, where we can meet with you in on campus?
On campus import building classroom 1 and 2 from 12 to 5 o'clock. Yeah. Then I will be there at 7 o'clock, but I would say please try to come on campus from 12 to 5 o'clock. Yeah.
Any day or any specific day?
Especially Friday. Yeah.
Friday. I have class on Friday, so I will be surely there. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone, so please you can meet me. Normally I was not come to teach Friday, but we couldn't find the social lecturer. Friday, classroom 1 and classroom 2 import from 12 to 5 p.m. please. Yeah? Anyone can come to show their coursework. Okay, guys, so please, I'm just closing, so don't worry, I will make simple, easy for you, everything. Okay, just enjoy your time and just be prepared for the coursework. So I would say start working on pre-coursework is okay. I'm leaving it. So thank you so much for your all cooperation. It was really happy to enjoy be with you. So you was very cooperative. So I'm really happy. Thank you, everyone. So hopefully we will finish this module with more successful results. Hopefully, yeah. This is my success. Your success is my success. Bye for now, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Anytime, just meet me there for
Thank you,
any
sir.
problem. Okay, so goodbye for now. Thank you so
Thank you,
much. Yeah.
sir.
Good.
Thank you, sir.
ਚਲੋ ਬੰਦ ਕਰ ਦੋ ਹੁਣ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਜੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰੋ ਆਪਣੇ ਚਲੋ ਡਿਊਟੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਸ਼ਾਬਾਸ਼
Yeah,
ਭਾਜੀ
go.
ਕੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਗੁੱਸਾ ਕਿਉਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ
Enjoy.
ਹੈਲੋ
Hello.
ਡਿਊਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਤੂੰ ਬੜਾ ਅਫਸਰ ਲੱਗਿਆ
ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾਲ ਮੇਰੇ ਵੀਰ ਕੰਮ ਕਾਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੜਨ
हेलो
ਆਏ
यार अगर किसी
ਇਹ
चौकीदार
ਵੀ ਤਾਂ ਵੇਖੋ ਨਾ
नौमीन खान बन गया अच्छा यार अगर किसी को कोई